All right, family. Black power is the truth. Hour with General Cyrus Soon said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Cyrus Soon said YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know the frequency. Y'all know the energy. If you're feeling that, then you should become a member. The link is right down in the video description. It says join. Click that link. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Cyrus Soon Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Cyrus Soon Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies for the kings, the queens, and the children. 25% off selected items at this time. Save and shop and save. That's right. We also got African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. KingSeti.com, 25% off at this time. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, SETI University, over 1,000 videos on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Cyrus Soon Seti website with the grandmaster teachers, the monumental lectures and research material with an overview from the General Cyrus Soon Seti. Is no greater platform for you to be on. Most definitely check us out and join GeneralSeti.com, SETI University. You know SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube. Just so exquisite, we keep it for our family on Patreon. And y'all know we getting down this evening on why Caucasians is trying to destroy all organic matter on this planet. It's a very critical reason why they doing that. You should most definitely be in the house because it will blow your mind. You see what I'm saying? That's what I aim to do, blow your mind. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Cyrus Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Nah, come on in, y'all. We on these niggas. I know they got their arrows and shit. I'm ducking already. Oh shit. Motherfucker tried to get me with one of them arrows, y'all. That's right. Lies of the Aboriginal Black Indians exposed. Got to get on them. I got to get on them, y'all. They out there bumping their gums. They out there. Oh, goddamn it, motherfucker threw a tomahawk at me, y'all. I had to duck. Had to duck. You feel me and shit. These boys ain't playing no games out here, baby. Yeah, they trying to scalp the general, but it ain't going down like that. No, sir. No, sir. Okay, family. Yeah, we tuning in this evening. And I seen, they love every little opportunity. You see, when the polite thing came up, I just say, yeah, mother in the house. It ain't went nowhere. I got so much shit plugged in that, and then these Indian motherfuckers, they didn't got technologically advanced. They didn't hit my shit, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, they've been over there getting training and shit from goddamn Vladimir Putin and shit and them goddamn Iranian motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They goddamn technologically advanced. These ain't the average motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we black, don't worry. You know, I'm always coming back. I'll just plug right on into the router. You know what I'm saying? I got so much shit. Yeah. It's going down, family. Yeah. So let me get this together. I didn't have, wait a minute, which one is it? Here we go. Yeah, we got to deal with this now, family. We got to deal with this. We got to deal with this. You know, we can't let them get away on the main issues. My man say we populated the whole planet. That's right. Yeah, wait a minute. I put the right. We populated the whole planet. That's right. But you got to have a common origin. You see, and we got to speak about the common origin. We can't, you can't, you got niggas over here say they ain't Africans. Okay? Just like Malcolm X say, if you put an African on a spaceship and he go to the moon and him and his wife have a baby on the moon, are they moon babies? You see what I'm saying? If a cat crawl in the oven and have kittens, are they biscuits? You see what I'm saying? So no matter where you at on the damn planet, you see what I'm saying? You are African, no matter how long you've been there, your genetics. And so we got to talk about genetics, and that's where you get the root of indigenous. That's where you get the root. You see, this is where you get the root. You get, it's based on your genes. Yes, what's up, family? It's based on your genes. And so, yes, we were all over that planet. You see, we were all over the planet. But we migrated up out of the motherland. And, some of us migrated east, some of us migrated west. And I sit here and I listen to these niggas and they think that, somehow that I'm not in, I don't know, they must be in an illusion that I'm not geared up for debate. I mean, y'all niggas is silly-fied. Man, I will crumble you niggas out there, man. You see what I'm saying? I listen to shit that y'all say, man, listen here. That shit is felonious. You see what I'm saying? You can take that shit and discard of it. You can't bring that shit to no debate. You see? Yeah, you can't bring that shit to no debate. Not with me. You're gonna have to do far better than that. I'm thinking to myself, these niggas are always talking about, listen, yeah, we ain't got no mods in there. Well, let me see. Yeah, family ain't in there. That's all right. Let me see. They'll come in. They'll be in. Let me see. God damn it, I'll mod. I'll watch them. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't worried about none of you niggas. You come in there, your ass will be banned. I ain't got nothing else to do. So you want to come in? Nah. What we got to understand, because they saying that we're not Africans. You see? We're not Africans. Yeah, and so we can technically improve that. You understand what I'm saying? To be a lie, a felonious lie, because we can prove that the Africans had been over here thousands of years ago. You see, had been over in these lands thousands of years ago. The culture and the technology proves this. Okay, we sick of you crackpot niggas sitting up here telling these goddamn lies. You see, sitting up here telling, yeah, sitting up there telling it. Let's deal with some shit. Let's start throwing daggers. You see, let's start. You're a mod. Okay, you're a moderator. All right, let me get on. Let me get you in there. Hold on. Let me get you in there. Hold on. Let me get you in there, bro. Let me get in there. All right, you're in there, bro. Do the math. Do the math. Get on in there, dog. You know, be brutal now. You no, don't get on there in the first time, nigga. I make you a moderator. You delete half my goddamn chat room. Let them say something. Long as they ain't disrespect, let them bark. You know what I'm saying? Let them bark. But if they get out of pocket, you already know. Let them bark. But if the nigga get out of pocket, then you got to come. You got to put that hatchet on their ass. Okay, you got to put that hatchet on their ass. Now, one of the clear indicators for me, and I always stay here because I know. And you hear these niggas. What's up, family? Appreciate you. Yeah, P. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the African American Day Parade in Harlem. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. With Black Power, family, y'all stomp the ground like soldiers. Shake the whole goddamn city. That's how you do. You see, shake the whole damn city. Stomp the ground. For real. Yeah. And so, yeah, and Black Power, family. Yeah, appreciate that. See clear indicators that you don't hear them, you know, they can't, and there's no answer for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, I go straight to the womb. And see, that's where I, you know, and I already, and like, I don't even have to go into my, you know, because I got that briefcase, you know, that briefcase that the president and them have and shit with all the nuclear codes and shit. I got one of them right for all these niggas. They think, go get me that briefcase, nigga. It's going down, nigga. I don't want no nigga to think I ain't ready. Shit, y'all, I'm up here freestyling ass whooping on you niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, I got that goddamn briefcase with the codes, you know, for them, you know, for them thermonuclear bombs when I need them. But you know, let's deal with this, family. Let's start some things. Let me make sure. Let me see where I'm at. I didn't do. Okay. Okay. Where am I at? I know. Where am I at? So here we go. Here we go. Yeah. 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 This my lightweight one right here. This my lightweight one here, but I'ma still work with it. I'ma still work with it. Yeah, I'ma still, this my lightweight. You know. This my lightweight little lecture that I be using. You know what I'm saying? Still got some nukes on it. Nah. See, what we got to deal with this now, family. I keep going to this, and I'm gonna keep, you know, and I never get a question because there is no answer that they could give. You see, there is no answer that they could give. You see, and listen to what I'm trying to do here, family. See, this is so I could take, you know, we are not saying at all that our peoples were not the first peoples in the Western Hemisphere. That is not what we're saying at all. So make that clear. You see, we are profoundly stating a fact that African people were the first people to migrate to any area on the goddamn planet. Anywhere you look, goddamn it, we was first there. You understand what I'm saying? So there's nowhere on the planet that you can say that an African wasn't first. So let's be clear about that now. So I don't want nobody to think no otherwise. You see? And so we straightening that up. But the term that we're using, you see, the term that we're indigenous. See, in the root of indigenous is genes. And see, in your environment, see, you niggas want to start, and not only do you want to start in the end of the book, you see, you want to start in the end of the book, you see, you want to corrupt it at the same time. It's just like the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal when he wants to, he's got his authorized, edited versions and shit. You see, his authorized edited versions. And so this is what these niggas got. This is what these niggas got. They got an edited version of the facts. You see, of the facts. Now, even when dealing with the technology and this, that, and the third, which we're going to hit on just a little bit before we get off of here. Now, so when we talk about the gene, we're talking about the highly melanated, deeply melanated African race. You see, and when you get that deep melanin and niggas saying, and then one of they lies, I hear niggas say, well, you get the equator also going into South America. It does, but you niggas ain't saying you come from no goddamn South America. And I can prove that one wrong. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, you niggas is not saying, you niggas saying you of the northern origin. You of the northern, I didn't hear nobody, the tribes that you niggas are referring to, Aboriginals or whatever, these is Northern American tribes. Have y'all extended into the South, which don't make no goddamn difference. You understand what I'm saying? Because I could turn up on that too. It's not a problem. You see what I'm saying? So, we're clear that when we talking about the genes, we talking about deeply melanated. You see what I'm saying? Deeply melanated family. And I don't give a goddamn where you go at on the planet, that the darkest people is always nearest to the equator. These are just scientific facts. I'm not going to even argue with no nigga about it. Motherfuckers say debate what? That's a fact. That's a cosmological fact, a natural law of creation. You see, even the goddamn Bible, when it talks about the Garden of Eden, it opens up into paradise. You see? And so even when, and when you look at the animal kingdom, see, let's talk now, and I'm gonna come right back to that. You see, even when you talk about the animal kingdom, you see, when you talk about the greatest number, hear me out, it don't make no motherfucking difference if you're talking about fish. It don't make no goddamn difference if you're talking about land animals. Africa, hands down, go do your motherfucking research. You see, is the home of the majority of animal life on the planet. Many of Asia's animals can be traced back to Africa, the greatest of the animals. You see what I'm saying? So if you're talking about the elephant, the rhinoceros, you see, the lion. Now, they got a couple of animals over there, but even when you look at the Asian elephant, you can see he look a little dumb. He's not imperial. You see? He's not that imperial African elephant, sitting up tall. You see ears real large. You see a trunk far longer, tusks longer. He's taller. His legs is bigger. You see what I'm saying? If an Asian and an African bull elephant get into it, that Asian elephant is going to take off running. That's what he gonna do, because that African bull elephant is gonna kill his ass. That's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. You see, so when we look at a common origin of all life, yes, South America does have, a lot, especially in the rainforest. It has a great deal of animal life itself. But in comparison, and when you're dealing with the bigger animals, the cats and shit, and this, that, and you see, Asia got a cat, but In America got a cat. But see, Africa got 3-4 great big ones. You see what I'm saying? From the lion to the leopard to the cheetah. You see what I'm saying? The leopard, the cheetah, and the lion. I thought it was another, but those are the 3 big ones, in Africa. And then you got the tiger in Asia, and then you got the jaguar. That's in America. You see there's a common origin, but these is cats. You see, these is cats. You know what I'm saying? But you see the majority is right there in Africa. You see the elephant, the rhinoceros, the giraffe. You see, you got them Great Lakes in Africa. And in them lakes, the greatest amount of freshwater fish variety on the planet Earth is in Africa. You see what I'm saying? And so when we talking about life, no matter what it is, the greatest number, the greatest, grouping is in the motherland. You see? And so, when we start to look for origins of life on the planet, then we have to come to Africa. There's no goddamn doubt about it. You see what I'm saying? There is no doubt about it. And so when we talk about, when you look at dark-skinned people all over the planet Earth, right around that equator, you see, this is where you find the greater number of dark-skinned people. You don't find them in the north. You don't find them in the north. This is just facts. You see? Nah, they're just like white people saying that they originated in Africa. It's no different than niggas talking about they originated in North America. These are 2 fallacies that, based on genetics. We're not talking about whether you migrated. We're not saying how long you've been in the motherfucking land. Did you originate there? You see what I'm saying? Nah, if you saying that, which let me get back up here. Like I said, I went over the fact that damn near you could see that all the way down even into goddamn Texas. I mean, goddamn, we seen just not too long ago Texas, where it get cold all the way down into fucking Texas, where the goddamn ice storms and shit. So really, this, even though they group America in like North America in like a in between type of terrain environment, in between subarctic and subtropic. You see what I'm saying? Because it can get warm, but you talking about at least 5 months out of the year that is ice fucking cold. You understand? Damn near across 75% of the fucking the continent. You see what I'm saying? So once you understand that this type of land mass is not, you're not gonna find no dark-skinned people. You see? Now I don't know if you niggas is in a light-skinned nigga clique. I don't know. I don't know what you niggas is in. I don't know if you into some light-skinned nigga shit or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you niggas is. Maybe you fleeing from your dark roots and shit. And and y'all in a light-skinned nigga group. I don't know. I seen dark skin. I'm just making a joke. But what I'm trying to understand is how the darker ones feel that they originated in a land where it's damn near ice cold 5 fucking months out of the year. I don't understand it. I did the research. Wait a minute. Hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Let me see something. Cause I know people gonna say, well, those are not, it don't make no motherfucking difference. They living over here. You see what I'm saying? This is the motherfucking uniforms of motherfuckers that's living in ice. Even niggas, if they lived over here, I mean, we live here now. Motherfucker, if you live anywhere in North America, nigga, when it come wintertime, if you up north, motherfucker, you better have some clothes on. Period. So I don't understand how motherfuckers don't understand that. You see? And so, this is again showing us that no dark-skinned people would have. Now, that does not eliminate the fact that they could have migrated here. Who's not saying that? Now, these lies that niggas is saying, because they want to detach themselves from Africa. You see what I'm saying? They want to detach themselves from that. They even want to say that there was not the Ma'afa and this, that, and the third, which, why does your existence in America, in North America, why is it contingent on whether there was a African slave trade? It could have been an African slave trade, and it could have been, which it was, African people already here. So that doesn't mean anything. But the fact that there is some underlying, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's like a subversive movement to try to wash away the Atlantic slave trade. You see, what does that got to do with whether it was African people already here? Nothing. They was already here, and it was an African slave trade. But they're trying to make it seem like that no Africans came over here, which is a goddamn lie. And so we can show that, these people live. Now, these is people that are further up, but it don't make no difference, because I can see right here, this is a sister, and she got on goddamn fox furs and shit, this, that, and the third. Don't make no goddamn difference. Motherfucker, you gonna have to suit up and boot up over here. So this is not, when you say indigenous, this is not the land of your gene. I don't understand you niggas, and I'm not gonna debate that with no motherfucking body, because that's a fact. That's not a debatable question. It's not for me. Now, it may be because you a liar. Now, if you a liar, you will debate that. I'm not going to debate that. You see, that's a fact. And most animals that live up in the regions, they reflect the area in which they come from. That's just and so we ain't gonna go over that. And the crazy shit about it, much of you see, you look at that and you say, well, that's not but that's a motherfucker over in Siberia. They in the same type of tents and teepees over in Siberia. They call them, I believe they call them chums or something like that. But anyway, you understand, they living in the same type of motherfucking structures and shelter as motherfuckers over in Siberia. That's a fact. We looking right at it. You see what I'm saying? There's a connection there. You see? Now, let's look at something. Now, the one thing that, Thor Hydrodor, which we don't need him to do that, he set out to prove that the Egyptian ship couldn't make it across the Atlantic. He did that. That was, and so, we have to prove it now. If we're gonna put some shit up and say that it's, we have to work the hypothesis. And so Thor Hydrodor, he worked the hypothesis. Matter of fact, it was brothers that built the ship that they called the Ra expedition. I believe it was just called the Ra. You had the Ra 1 and you had the Ra 2. Now, what's so crazy about it, because you see in when it got over here, you could see that they literally took from, now they want to lie and say that somehow that the Indian over here, that is the same fucking ship. You see, and you know what? The crazy thing about it, motherfuckers took this from me. You see what I'm saying? If you go back to my first Olmec, Voyagers of the Nile, which I did back in 2007, nobody had made that comparison. I was the first motherfucker that put that out there, that they had taken that boat. Go look at it. Go get the first motherfucking one. See, because I've been doing this shit for a long time. So ain't no motherfucker gonna sit up here. You can go get my first Omega of the Voyages of the Nile, which I did back in 2007. And you can see where I made, but see, now they lying. Now that I didn't expose their ass, now they trying to make it seem like somehow the Mayan taught the Egyptian. See, now they trying to make it seem like it came from here over there. But see, the thing about that, and you see that, you see where they made a replica, and they got brothers, I think, from Chad to do that. But see, the thing is, what they're not showing you, that the Egyptians had over like 20-something damn ships, different styles and shit. So you put this, but they don't show you this one from Hatshep. They not only did they have they had boats, but they had barges. You see, this is a goddamn barge. This is, they selling damn obelisks up and down the Nile. And so tell them motherfuckers to show one of these. If they developed that one and that they brought it from over here over to Africa, goddamn, show us something on this. Show us something on this level. Show us barges. The Egyptians had something like 20-something goddamn boats, different styles for different, different things that they was doing. You see? And so this right here, not only this damn boat had 3 damn levels, and they were selling, 1,000-ton obelisks up and down the Nile, 700-800 miles. Okay. And this is where the old Mecca got their technology from. You see, this is because you ain't just gonna up and do that. You see, you're not just gonna up and do that. But let me get down here. This is my now. Let me get into something, because I just want to throw quick jabs, and I ain't gonna be long, but I'm gonna be strong. You feel me? I don't want to be long. I just want to be strong with this information and be in and out. Okay, I want to be where I want to go with this. Yeah. Now, yeah. Let me get up here. Now, the one thing about showing and proving that the Africans brought this technology over here, there's no goddamn doubt about it. Even when you talk about Quetzalcoatl, you see the feathered serpent, which is clearly in Africa, thousands and thousands of years. Now, Quetzalcoatl, that's Old Mecca. That came with Old Mecca. You see what I'm saying? And so that was passed down from the Old Mecca to the Mayan and to the Aztec. They call him Kuakan, but the Olmec call him Quetzalcoatl. You see, and so you see that the feathered serpent was in Africa thousands of years before any type of evidence of any so-called American society. You see what I'm saying? This is one of the indicators. And, the pyramids. Now, when I show people that people talk about the pyramids in the Americas, which are really, they're not freestanding structures, and which is clear. And when you understand architecture, you will understand what a freestanding structure is. It's holding up based on its own structure. It don't need help, like a mound under it. Many of the American pyramids, even from the old Mecca, let's be clear, even though they're African, they have mounds up under it. So even when they talk about the mounds in America, we have to understand that this is the oldest pyramid in the Americas. This is the Olmec. This is the one at La Venta. This is the oldest one on record. You see, but it had masonry around it. Now the bricks, the stone is been removed. That I don't know where they took it. Some of the stones was out there, and some of the stone may still be out there. But I believe that they used a lot of the stone for other structures, that they were building in Mexico and things of that nature. And the Mayans and the Aztecs very well may have used a lot of the stone to rebuild other stuff that they constructed. You see what I'm saying? That's what they did. But that right there is the oldest mound, but it had masonry around it. Okay. And so, but that's not a freestanding structure. Anytime you need something to help you keep it up, then that's not a freestanding structure. So many times you will hear that, you got You hear them talking about that America got the oldest, the largest pyramid. And what's the name of the one? Kakula, I believe. Kachula. You see, Kachula, which is supposedly, and this is a damn mud mound. This is the only thing left is the damn dirt. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, and it was based on the base of it. It never reached the Great Pyramid in height. You see what I'm saying? And so it's really not a pyramid. How in the hell you gonna take a mud mound? And even though Chichula was built by the Olmecs, you see, which they don't talk about. And so I don't want to degrade it to the point where I don't give it some reverence. You comparing the student to the master, and you should not do that. You see, but we can prove that the technology came from Africa. You see, not a problem to do that. So when you look in not just the pyramid, but the pyramid complex, you see, because usually in front of the pyramid, you have a ceremonial courtyard, where, the people, have festivities and this, that, and the third. And so they have that. And so even when you start talking about Monk's Mound, you see what I'm saying? Cahokia, you see what I'm saying? You seeing that this is actually, a lot of the technology on a lesser level. That's all it is. They don't have the masonry. You see what I'm saying? So they're using the mound. And so you can see that, the Northern Indian, whoever you want to call, they didn't even have, imagine that this damn mound is still magnificent. Don't get me wrong. It take a lot of ingenuity to put that together. It's no doubt about it. So we're not lessening the effect that it would have had on the people. You see what I'm saying? This is a megalithic structure, but it's a mound. It's dirt. You see what I'm saying? And so they don't have all of the tech, but the same technology that went into this. This is the Olmec. The Olmec was the most advanced culture that put it down in the Americas. That's just a fact. They the coldest that did it. And the majority of the cultures that was closest to the Olmecs displayed a greater technology. You see, the further and further you got away from the Olmecs, even that shit down there that they call the Inca, that ain't got nothing to do with the Inca. They're lying because the Olmec had their reach went up into North America. A lot of what y'all call the Mississippian mounds, and that's an extension of the Olmec. You see all that down there that they call the Inca, that's an extension of the Olmec, and the records show and prove that they know that. But see, what they try to do, they use felonious names such as Potbelly, and that these is Potbelly statues and this, that, and the earth. But the records show that many of the archaeologists know that down there in what they call the Inca, that they showed the walls with the megalithic carving of the stones. And see, that's another thing that they lie and talk about the African, them damn zigzag stones and shit that they carved, that only really one culture in the world mastered that. And that was in ancient Egypt and Nubia, where they, and which I'll show you right here. I ain't gonna let's come with the motherfucking receipts. Now this is just lightweight shit right here. Now this is lightweight. Now this is what I'm talking about. See, and you see them knobs. See, now this is in Peru. You see, this is in Peru, and you see that this the zigzag stones right there. You see the zigzag stone, and another thing that you see is them knobs. You see them knobs. This is still in Peru. You see them knobs that's in the stone. But if you come here and you see this Egyptian sarcophagus, you see them knobs is also in the sarcophagus, and they also got them in the pyramids too. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no damn doubt, you know, here, this is all this, I believe this is in I don't know if this is in the Louvre. I believe this very well might be in the Louvre. Or no, you know what? This ain't the Louvre. This is the Egyptian museum. This is the Egyptian museum. And you see the knobs coming off, you know, so those were put there. You see what I'm saying? And so you see this in ink in Peru. You see it in the technology of ancient Egypt and Ethiopia, and these zigzag stones that they cut perfectly. The only people in the damn world that mastered that. Where you could go to let me show you. Let me see if I got the ones. See, let me see the ones I got. Cause this is my lightweight one. This is my lightweight one. Wait a minute. Do I got the ones from now this still in Peru. You see, this still in Peru. But see, they got that tapered Egyptian doorway that you just can't get away. You know, you can't get away with nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? They got that, well, let me take that out of there. They got that tapered Egyptian doorway. Ain't nobody no goddamn fool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about they been over here a long goddamn time. That technology had been come over here. Yeah. Let me take that out of there. Yeah. They got that tapered Egyptian doorway. That's a fact. That's a fact. You see? That's a fact. So when did it get here? How did it get here? We got to deal with that. Now let me see if I got the stones from now this is in Peru. You see, that's old Mecca. You see, they got the heads there, they're smaller and stuff. That's old Mecca. Anytime you see, they always got that, you know, they got them, you know, them thick lips, and you know what I'm saying? This is, you know, and you could go across the board and I could show you. You know, if you go to where that one at? Let me see. I'm gonna show you the same one, just on a bigger level. Them, you know, they keep them thick lips on there to identify. This is at what was that at? Lorenzo. That was, I'm gonna show, where's that head from Lorenzo? The Olmec head. Just like that, but it was far larger. And Lorenzo was actually the capital of the Olmecs even before Levanter. You see, but Levanter, they really showed out. I don't know if I got, it might be in my other one. It might be in my other one. Let me see. Let me roll down here. Let me roll down here. Okay. It might be in my other one, but that's all right. I ain't gonna stress it. All you had to do, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah. Yeah. And see right here, if y'all ain't hip to Chakula, see, they rarely show, even though they say this is the largest pyramids in the Americas, you see, in the world. Chakula, I mean, the base of it is still a mound now. It ain't no, you know, it's a mound, but they never show the head to show. And you can see the lips here, and they know that it's Olmec, and they say that it's Olmec. But when you look at that head, you can see the same artistic design of the one way down there in Peru is the same one. Now here's Lorenzo. Let me see. Here, see the one, you see how they keep them lips? You know what I'm saying? Look like a race car set. You see what I'm saying? That's the Olmec, wide nose. So that's all, even all the way down into here it go. I was looking for it. Here it go, right here. Here it go, right here. You see? And so here it go, right here. You see down there in Peru. Now it's smaller. This is a small version, but it's still symbolic, and they know that is. And many of the scholars under the, you know, they whisper it under their breath that it is Olmec. You see what I'm saying? So there's no doubt about it. And so when you look at Wait a minute, where am I at? Okay. Where is this the one? But this right here is Cahokia. You see, and when you look at to the left, and when you look at Cahokia, you can see that actually the design is really the complex is no different even from it looks like a wall around it is no different than the wall around Saqqara. You see the Great Pyramid, and then you see the open area, the ceremonial area where the people, this is the same design. Okay, I don't know what the fuck peoples is talking about. This ain't no damn this ain't no damn coincidence. You see, this ain't no coincidence. And so, even here at Teotihuacan, you had the pyramid, then you had the ceremonial area right in front of the pyramid. This is the same design. We ain't got time to play with this. You see, we ain't got time to play with this. We see that even when you look at Cahokia and you look at Teotihuacan, it damn near look like the same structure somewhat. If you look at it, you see what I'm saying? So you can see the how the cultures are uniquely connected. Though there's a variation in technology, the level of technology, you can still see that there is a connection, you see, in the culture. You see, and so when you start talking about, step pyramids, of course, we know that the earliest pyramid step pyramid come out of Egypt. You see, come up out of Egypt. And so, and let me touch on just slightly, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm not gonna give y'all no whole, I'm gonna just hit and run. You feel me? I'm gonna just hit and run. Wait a minute. Let me drop this. Now, this is another clear indicator when you start showing the Twa. You see, which is uniquely African people. Now, when you start talking about the Twa, all other people have dwarfs. Let me tell you that. Either they got dwarfs or they have midgets. They do not have Twa. Now, the difference between a dwarf and a midget and a Twa's limbs are, and his leg and his arm is compatible to his torso. When you look at a midget or a dwarf, their torso might be larger than they limbs and so on. And a dwarf, they unproportioned. You see what I'm saying? They might have a big ass head, and you understand what I'm saying? A torso, and their limbs is real short. But a Twa, the African Twa or the Negrito, their arms and their legs and their head is compatible, proportioned to their whole body is proportioned. And so that the African race is the only race on the planet with a people, a segment of the race where you got a short and you got a tall. You see what I'm saying? So when you see that Twa right there, you see that Twa right there? That's African. Ain't no goddamn. And now when you look at that, that's from ancient Egypt. When you talk about holding up the heavens, you see what I'm saying? Because you can come here and you see the Egyptians also, and you look at that, up under there, it is symbolic of heaven. You see, they uphold in the heavens. This is a ceremonial altar right here, or the Olmecs. You go into Asia, you see the Naga. You see holding the heavens. It's the same symbol now. You see, now even that right there, that type of design, if you ever get into Oxum and you get even into them Stella and Oxum, you see that, it's almost like a 3D where they cut in deeper and then they go in deep to give it a 3D effect. You see what I'm saying? Give it a 3D effect. And so now when I was in, where I'm at, I'm already at 50. I might as well do an hour. Why not? You see what I'm saying? And so when I was there, it was things that I was recognizing myself. Now, when we got to up Yeah, this was Uxmal. And I seen that those jaguar there. I say, you know what? That's the Acker. You see what I'm saying? I say, oh yeah, that's the Acker. And then you go into Mesopotamia and they got the griffin. This is a common goddamn culture, man, that then went all around the world. You're not going to have all of these, you understand, with these similar, and they all are coincident. It's too many coincidences for it to be a goddamn coincidence. You see what I'm saying? Even when you see the double head serpent. You see what I'm saying? And then you go into Egypt and you see also the double-headed serpent in connection with Ra. You see, you also you got the Omeka Hormacket. You see where in Africa they use the lion. You put the head of the king on the lion, and here they use the jaguar. In Asia, they also use the lion. They also use the lion in Asia. You see, here you see the serpent above the brow. You see, all the coincidence. So we know for a fact that this is not a coincidence, that the Africans have been over here from time. Now, here's the one in, these are the Hormackets in India that they don't want to show people, the lion manes. You see, and then you come into, you see right here, you see a Amenemhat. This is a Amenemhat. I believe this is the third right here. Amenemhat the third. You see, and you come into India, and so you see the common culture across the board. There's no goddamn doubt about it. We sick of people lying, talking about the Africans was not over here. You're lying, nigga. You're lying. Matter of fact, where's that one? I got that one right here, and then I'm gonna be out. You see, I'm just coming in and hitting, and you know, and another thing, not only did they have the damn pyramids, you see, they also had the sarcophaguses. You see, they also had, is it a coincidence that matter of fact, I ain't even got it in there. What am I doing? Oh, they not up. That's all right. I'll come right back. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me bring that back. It's not a problem. I'll shoot right back through. You see, matter of fact, let me get it back up here. Now let's wait a minute. Let me run back through this so y'all can see. Now, see, this is at Uxmal. You see, this is at Uxmal. This is the jaguar. You see, you got the two jaguars. Now in Egypt, that's the Acker. You see what they say, which is symbolic of equal. You see one lion looking into the past. You see one lion looking into the future, and you see the sun symbolic of the present day. You see what I'm saying? You go back and you see here at Uxmal, you go into Mesopotamia, and you see what the griffin. You see all symbolic of the past and the future and the present. You see also here, now this is supposedly Aztec at the top with the double head serpent, but then you go into Africa, you go into Egypt, and also you see the double head serpent in the Badetti, which is the sun disk, the winged sun disk with the twin serpents, which was created the Caduceus. You see what I'm saying? They put it on a pole and they called it the Caduceus. They shrunk the sun, made it real small. Then they wrapped the two serpents around the pole, and you got the wings there, and it became what you call the Caduceus. You see, and so, but now wait a minute. Let me get to and y'all. We were talking about the Twa, and you see right here the Twa. And you see that the limbs are proportioned. This is a Twa. This is not a dwarf. This is not a midget, because midgets and dwarfs, they limbs is unproportioned to their body. That's the difference between a Twa and a midget and a dwarf. The Twa's limbs are proportioned to his head and his torso. So this is an African. The African race is the only race with that uniqueness of any other race on the planet. We got to stop this shit, man. We got to tell the truth when it's in our face. Okay, and so now when you talk about, now this is in Asia. They don't show you the Hormackets in Asia, and you see them in Africa, but the lion is an indigenous African animal that went into Asia. that was carried into Asia. You see, just like the European brain, Doberman pensions from Germany, Rottweilers, and so on and so forth. The African took the lion because the lion was also a part of the military. You see, so when they was on military excursions, they took the lion in there, and that's why the lion is in a small pocket in India, and they don't have them too many other places. You see what I'm saying? And so now the the sarcophagus. You see what we see here, the Omet. You see, this is like, man, this is like stone sarcophagus. I mean, this don't, and you see here Pakal, and I was at this temple, Pakal. They used to say where they was trying to cover it back up because they did, when they first uncovered these pyramids down in the Americas, they called it the Egypt of the Yucatan. You see, and so that's what was the first indicator. They accepted it. Where else is you gonna find sarcophaguses, stone sarcophaguses with mummies inside, with hieroglyphics on the damn sarcophagus? You see, where else is you gonna find that? You see, I mean, you see this one to the right is from Egypt. You see, this is the same culture that didn't spread. Now they used to say, well, there were the American pyramids were temples, while the Egyptian pyramids was tombs. So that was destroyed when they found Pakal buried inside of the pyramid. And the crazy thing is they got the same inside structure with the L shape ascending and descending construction to the damn pyramid. How long is you niggas gonna lie? You think we stupid? This is the primal evidence. The same L shape, and you can see where Pakal was buried down in the damn pyramid, no different than the African kings. See, you niggas can run, but you cannot hide. When you look at Chichen Itza, and you see, and I respected Chichen Itza. I was there, and I say, yeah, it was really, it was like, it was something different. It had a different kind of feeling. It was eerie to me when I was at Chichen Itza. You see what I'm saying? And you see, because at Chichen Itza, they had a lot of skulls and shit. You see what I'm saying? That they had out there carved in. So they was doing a lot of sacrificing at that motherfucker too. You see what I'm saying? Them goddamn Mayans and shit, and them Aztecs, them motherfuckers, I believe most so the Aztec, but you can see them skulls on there, and so them motherfuckers was doing that goddamn sacrificing at that area, and it was very eerie. You see, it was very eerie out there. Not only do they got the pyramids, man, they got the goddamn stela. You see, they got the stela too, man. What the fuck is we stupid? I mean, you talking about the Africans? Is you crazy? I mean, you niggas is. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. They ain't. Yeah. I ain't even watching because these man, y'all people's out there crazy. Y'all don't even know none of this shit. Y'all don't even know none of this shit. Y'all just looking in the mail, and you just gonna keep lying. Everything you see, you gonna come up and lie. The people people that really connected to research, they didn't already tapped on that bullshit that the Africans wasn't over here. They didn't already tapped on that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all, you can keep lying to yourself, but you got pyramids with kings buried in sarcophaguses with stela on the outside with hieroglyphics, with hieroglyphics and shit. But in technology, even the goddamn layout, you see, and the goddamn layout, you see, is to Orion, and the layout all over the goddamn world. You see, and so let me hit y'all with one more before I get up out of here. You see, let me hit y'all. I already did the Quetzalcoatl. You see, I already did the Quetzalcoatl, but let me run down here. Let me run down here and grab one of these hot boys. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, let me run on down. Let me run all the way down here. See if I can find some, let me come all the way down. I thought I seen one that I want to drop. Yeah, I thought I seen one that I wanted to drop. Yeah, hold on. Let me get all the way down here. Which one did I see? Yeah, right here. You see, they talking about, now even the Mexican lying motherfucker talking about, see, that right here on the Mayan Codex, that's the African. You see, that's classic African. Don't let nobody get, and to let y'all see, when they want to make ridicule, they know exactly what it is. You see, they know exactly what it is. And I'm going to show you, that, and they try to say, that what they call the braids on the on the Olmec is a feather. What kind of feather gonna lay on a motherfucker head like this? You see, a feather, most of the feathers they pointed, they ain't gonna destroy the feather. Now it's gonna be pointed up. You understand what I'm saying? This is a damn, and you can see, because they trying to say that this is not the Olmec, but you can look at, it's almost like a clip or a bead or some type of shell on the end, that's keeping the braid together, an ornament. You see what I'm saying? And so when you look here, you see that's how we do it. That's how they do it. That's classic Sambo. You see, they have all type of festivals. So when they ready to dress up like an African, and that's what they say that is, that's an African, the black skin, the red lips. Now, when you see this you see it right there on the Mayan codexes. You see it. You see it. But what you got to also see is the clip on the end of the braid, which is the same as the clip on the end of the Olmec braid. You see, that's the same clip, the same hairstyle. Those are braids, and they just like our family from I believe that is Nambia, the Himba. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. I'm sick of you niggas out there lying on our goddamn people. You see, you're lying. And that not only this hairstyle that they got over here. Let me go on out with this one. Let me drop hard, heavy mental, and then I'm gonna get on out. Let me get on out. The Himba. You see that. And that's also the old Mecca. You see, the Himba, which they got from the African and called that shit the Mohawk. That's what they did. They called that shit the Mohawk. And this is what, the family right there in the Americas got on their head right there, the old Mecca. That's what they got. That's what they got. And that right there might be a twa. Shit. I mean, it looked like a twa. Shit. That's exactly what it looked like. It looked like a little twa with the damn Himba. Real talk, family. So I'm out of here. You niggas keep fabricate. And before I get out of here, and before they came from the Nile, but you got some niggas out here talking about the African, they not African, they didn't come. And like I say, I'm not negating that our people was the first here, that they established civilization. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying that we was first here. I am saying that we established all civilization on every land mass. You see, before. And so if our people want to claim that they were here, they got the right to, because that's actual fact. But to disconnect from Africa, you see what I'm saying, and think you're going to get away with it, that's not what's going to happen. There is too much proof from hard scholars. We're not just talking about no goddamn, we talking about solid fucking evidence. We talking about solid, some of them damn stones got mason marks and shit. And you know what I'm saying? That the masons carve to interlock the damn blocks and how they connect them and shit. Man, that shit is right and exact, nigga. You not lying on no shit like that. You see what I'm saying? You're not lying on no shit like that, man. You see what I'm saying? And they got shit that they hiding. The one white boy, Wutana, he had a goddamn collection of thousands and thousands and thousands of artifacts. Ivan Van Sertima talked about it. You understand what I'm saying? Where this man had this clear evidence of Africans, masks, statues, spears, all type of shit that came from Africa. So yes, man, listen here. When evidence, when they got visual evidence, they try to go somewhere where a motherfucker can't go. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna get to talking about, and I understand you got to do that, but you know, you have to start with what first you can see. You're not gonna say, you ain't gonna take me. That's just like motherfucker say, I'm gonna carbon date some shit. I mean, and a motherfucker take some shit and put it in some solution and shake the shit, and then he come back and he say, man, this motherfucker is 10 million years old. And I'm looking at this motherfucking, this nigga got a Miracle Whip jaw. You understand, with some shit that look like piss in it and eating you know, this motherfucker got a Miracle Whip, you see? You know, got a Miracle Whip jar with some shit in it that look like piss, and they shake some shit in it and say, oh man, this shit 10 million years old. I say, well, how the fuck did you figure that out? Man, they got fake shit all over the place, man. They running and hiding when the truth is right there in your face. There is no way you could deny it. You see, there's no way that you could deny it. So family, the lies that the African, you know, the African been over here over shit, tens of thousands of years already had been over here. You see, when them the African, they didn't sail, you know, and like I say, the ship that they built to come over here, that was a little goddamn ship. They ain't showing you the Egyptian barges that could easily, these motherfuckers, ships and shit carrying 1,000-ton obelisks. You see, 1,000 tons. And so you mean to tell me if this little ship could have came over here, you know, the big ones was, that's a cakewalk. But they don't want to show y'all the big barges that the Egyptians, they don't want to show you the other ones that was much larger than the one Thor Heyerdahl had constructed. They don't want to show y'all that because it would have been evident that they could have came across, that they did come across. You see what I'm saying? At an early date. You see what I'm saying? Because, I mean, how could they got over? The only way they could get over here is by boat. You see what I'm saying? The ships, you see what I'm saying? They ain't walk, you know, they ain't walk. The African ain't walk, they sail. That's how they got over here. So family, it's that's for the first video for the night. Don't go nowhere because we just getting started. This is General Sarah Soon said, he's saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.